Hello, denizens of the internet. Welcome to Dice and Anarchy. Tonight we're playing a three-way commander match, and I'm playing Sharoon, the Hegemon.
I'm playing Jazab, the sun's avatar.
And I am playing Tasha, the Witch Queen.
Got a mulligan 1.
I'm dropping 5.
I'm going to drop 1.
Dropping 1.
I'm also going to drop 1.
Going down to 6.
I'm going to go down to 6, shuffle and scry. Alright.
9.
8. 10.
10.
8, 9, 10. 8,
The
9,
hard
10.
way. I will go first. Is everybody good with their hands?
No.
Because there's more than 2 upkeeps. I draw. My land per turn will be an island, and I'll pass my turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. My land per turn will be a swamp, and I will pass.
Draw. Canopy Vista. Enters tapped. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Land per turn is a swamp, and I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Alright, I will play an exotic orchard, which taps for any color that a land an opponent controls could produce.
Black and blue.
You control black and blue. I will tap 2 for Dothy Voidwalker. Pass.
Don't like that card, do I?
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Shadow 3/2, and whenever you guys cast anything, if it goes to a graveyard instead, it gets exiled with a void counter on it. Then I can sacrifice them and cast anyone with a void counter on it.
Inspiring Vantage. Comes in untap. It's got control 2 or fewer. 2. For a Thought Vessel. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. My land per turn will be a plains. Tap 3 to play Decanter of Endless Water. I have no maximum hand size, and I can also tap it for 1 mana of any color. I will tap it for 1 mana of any color, and I'll play Witness Protection on your Doughty Voidwalker. It's 1/1 and it loses all its abilities, and it's now called Legitimate Business Person.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Land return's gonna be an island. I'm gonna tap 3. 1, 2, 3. To Grim Tutor, search your library for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. You lose 3 life. Take 3 life. Shuffle. Just because I don't like you, Ripley, I'm swinging a 1/1 legitimate business person at you.
I will take it.
And then I will pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Mountain. 3. For Huatli, Poet of Unity. When she enters the battlefield, you get to search for a basic land, put it into my hand. Gonna grab a plains. I could tap this for white. For a Kinjali's Collar. Dinosaur spells are 1 off. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Land per turn is going to be an island. I'm going to tap 4 to play Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus. I'm going to +1 Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus, to look at the top 5 cards of my library. I can reveal an artifact from among them and put it into my hand and put the rest on the bottom in any order. Seal the sign on to my hand. After I reveal it, it's an artifact and those go on the bottom. I'll pass after that.
Alright, untap. Upkeep, draw. Land return is going to be an island. I will swing my 1/1 legitimate business person at your planeswalker. And then I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Planes. 2, because dinosaurs are one off. Rampaging Ferocidons. Menace, players can't gain life. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, he deals 1 to the creature's controller. 2. Moonsilver Key. 1, to tap sack it, look for an artifact with a mana ability or a basic land. Thran Dynamo, go into my hand. Red, 2 to your planeswalker. Your turn.
I got a +1 Tezzeret.
Which does?
The top 5 cards of my library. I can reveal an artifact from among them and put it into my hand. Rest on the bottom in any order. Second Mender's gonna go to my hand. Gonna play Vault of Whispers. I'm gonna tap 6. Play Shroom, the Hegemon. Nothing to target in the graveyard, but I'll pass my turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. My land per turn is going to be a swamp. I'm going to tap 5 to burn us all.
No.
Devastation Tide. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. 2 blue and 3 colorless. So you get that back.
Wow.
And I got my Dottie Voidwalker back. And then I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. 4 for Thran Dynamo. Tap Thran Dynamo for 2 for a Thought Vessel. And also put out a Dowsing Dagger.
Who's getting the 3/0/1 plant tokens?
You can.
3/0. There's 0/2s with Defender, right?
It is 2 0/2s.
2 0/2s.
And your turn.
Nobody's gonna like me after this. Untap, upkeep, draw. Number turn's gonna be Seed of the Synod. 3. 4 Decanter of Endless Water. We're gonna tap 3 with a white from there. To play Solemn Offering, destroy target artifact or enchantment with Thran Dynamo. And I gain 4 life. I'll pass.
Alright, untap. Untap. Upkeep, draw. I will play an island. I will tap 2. 1, 2. For a charcoal diamond. It enters the battlefield tapped. Taps for a black. I will tap 2. 1, 2. For a pillow power. I'm going to pass my turn for now.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Forest. Conjoli's Collar. Plotly, Poet of Unity, going for another piece of land. Another plains to my hand. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Blue and a black to play Thopter Foundry. 3 to play Cathodian. It's a 3/3 when Cathodian's put from into the graveyard from play. I get 3 colorless mana to my mana pool. I'm gonna tap 2 to play Nim Deathmantle. It's an equipment. I'll just pass for now.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. I will tap 1, 2, 2, 3. Black, blue, 3 colorless for Tasha. +1 Tasha. Immediately draw a card. She goes up to 5. Draw a card, and for each opponent, exile up to 1 instant or sorcery from their graveyard. I'll take it.
I got 2 artifacts.
Okay. I will just pass my turn for now.
Untap, keep, draw. Plains. 4. 1 off would be 5. Giselle. Who was what for lockers?
3/3 2/0/2s.
Coop 7.
Alright, as a response, I'm gonna tap 2. And target player sacrifices a creature, then gains life equal to that creature's toughness. So whoever you want to sacrifice. You bring the power.
You gain life. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll take 7.
Yeah. Awakening Sun's Avatar.
Doesn't sound fun.
I didn't cast it so it doesn't destroy all non-dinosaurs. These go to the bottom. It's a 7/7.
You only got 1 out of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. And draw. Gotta do it. Witness protection. Witness protection on Jazath. Gishath.
How'd you get it back?
Because remember I did that card that returns all non-land permanents to their owner's hands.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tap 1 and sacrifice the Cathodian to the Thopter Foundry to put a 1/1 Thopter token into play. When Cathodian's put into the graveyard from play, I get 3 colorless mana to my mana pool. And whenever a non-token creature is put into my graveyard from the battlefield, I may pay 4. If I do, return that creature to its owner's hand. Nope. Return that creature to the battlefield with an attached Nim Deathmantle to it. So with 3 from Cathodian, I'm going to pay 1 for 4 to bring Cathodian back to the battlefield attached to Nim Deathmantle. I'm going to pay 1 and sacrifice the Cathodian to the... Oh, I also gain a life from the Thopter Foundry. So I'll gain another life for 2 for another Thopter token coming into play. 3 floating. Tap 1 more to bring Cathodian back attached to Nim Deathmantle. And I can do it 1 more time. Sacrifice it for a 3rd and another life. Tapping 1 more to bring it back attached to Nim Deathmantle. It's a 5/5 Intimidate. I'll pass my turn at that.
Alrighty, untap. Upkeep, draw. 1, 2, 3, 2 black, 2 colorless. 4 Gonti, Lord of Luxury, 2/3 Death Touch. When he enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of John that target you. top 4 cards of your library, exile one of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of that library in a random order. I may cast it for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it.
What? Top 4 you said?
Yeah, top 4.
4. Do you reveal them or
No.
what do you do exactly? You exile it?
Yeah, I exile it, and then I can spend mana of any type to... I'm going to give you that.
Bottom?
Yeah, it goes on the bottom in any random order, yeah. I'm going to take that. I'm going to tap 2 to cast it. 1, 2. It's a Fellwise Stone. I cast
Okay,
it.
it's
I
not
get a...
cheapo. Okay.
I get a 3/3 Black Demon through Tasha because I
Is it
stole your
3/3
spell.
or 3/1?
It's a 3/3. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, create a 3/3 Black Demon creature token. So I've got 1/3/3, a 2/3 Death Touch, a 1/1, and Tasha, who is 5/5. I've got 2 mana. Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color a land an opponent controls could produce. You can produce black.
Black and blue.
Alright, so I'm going to tap a black and another black for Dothy Voidwalker. I'm going to -3 Tasha, put her down to 2. And destroy your 5/5 guy. And I gain 4 life. And that gets exiled. Yeah. I gain 4. And I get another 3/3 demon. So now I've got 2 3/3s. I don't have anyone that can attack except Pelipala, who's flying. Sean, do you have any flyers?
For flying? No.
I will swing a 1/1 flyer at you. And then I will pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Temple of Abandon. And just tap to get the scry from 1. 4, 5. 6, 7. 1 off. Zatalpa. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. Who has offer blockers?
2/02s, 3/11 flying.
Route 7.
Block with a 0/2.
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. And draw. My land per turn is a plains. Tap 4. Play Tezzeret, Borrower of Betrayer of Flesh. The first activated ability of an artifact I activate each turn costs 2 colorless less. I'm going to +1 it to draw 2 cards and then discard a card unless I discard an artifact. Whew. And discard the Thunder Totem there. We'll tap 3. Play Circuit Mender. When I enter the battlefield, I gain 2 life. Gonna pass at that.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm on a +1 Tasha. Draw a card. Land per turn is going to be a swamp. That's huge. I'm going to tap 1 blue. Tap 3 blue, I guess. 3 blue for Geyser Drake. 2/3 flying. As long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. 2/3 flying. Oh yeah, by the way, graveyards don't go to the graveyard, they go under Dothy. I will tap 6 for Sower of Discord. 6/6 flying. As it enters the battlefield, choose 2 players, you and you. Whenever damage is dealt to one of the chosen player, the other chosen player also loses that much life. Now, who's going to what for blockers?
3/11's in the air and a 0/2 on the ground. And a 2/3.
4 D indestructible in the air.
Swing Dothy Voidwalker 3 at you, Sean. It's unblockable because it's got shadow. And then I will swing a 2/3 Death Touch on the ground at you.
So we'll both take 5.
Yeah, so you'll both take 5. He takes 3 because he can't block it.
Yeah, we'll both take 5.
And then you take 2, and then he takes 2 as well. Alright, I will pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Land returns mountain. 3, needing the green for growing rates of Itlamok. 3, needing the red for rampaging Ferocidon. 3, needing the green for Wayward Swordtooth, taking the 1. Who has what for flyers?
I've got a
3/1/1s.
2/3 and a 6/6.
Red 4/8 flying double strike. 7/7.
7/7. I'm gonna block with Circuit Mender. That'll go to the graveyard, but I get to draw a card off of it. And the flyer I'm gonna block with one of my Thopters.
He has vigilance. Go to my end step. Beginning your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have more than 4. Transform. Growing Rights into Itlamok, Cradle of the Sun.
Taps for a green for each creature you control.
Or 1 green. Your turn.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. That returns a swamp. I'm gonna +1 Tezzeret here. Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. I'm gonna discard Michael Synthwell Spring, which will go over your way. Tap him 4. Play Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus.
How many Tezzerets you got over there?
2 right now. I'm going to +1 Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus. To look at the top 5 cards in my library, I may reveal an artifact from among them, put it into my hand. Rest on the bottom in any order. That's what you call a whiff. We're going to tap 3. Play Quicksilver Fountain.
No.
Yes.
How dare you.
This is an upkeep trigger now. You've got to pay attention to your steps. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player puts a flood counter on target non-island land they control. That land is an island as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the end of turn, if all lands in play are islands, remove all flood counters from them.
What is that?
It's an artifact. I will move into my end step. Pass my turn.
Alright. You pass.
Yep.
Untap.
During your upkeep,
I
you
put a flood counter
on a
on.
non-island.
I will put it on the exotic orchard. Alright, cards in hand.
4.
1.
Alright, I'm gonna tap 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For Gale Waterdeep Prodigy. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may cast up to 1 target card of the other type from your graveyard. If a spell cast from your graveyard this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Tap 4. A blue, a black, and 2 colorless for this card that I'm about to play right now. Each player, Whispering Madness, each player discards his or her hand, then draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards that player discarded this way. And then it has, so everything that gets discarded just goes under exile under Dothy.
My room's going to command zone.
And then it says Cipher. Then you may exile this spell card encoded on a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost. So I can just keep doing it.
So we all draw 4 cards now?
Yeah. And because of Gale Waterdeep, I can cast an instant card from my graveyard if I have the mana, which I do. I'll do that after. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cipher this on to Dothy. So whenever Dothy deals combat damage, that trigger goes off again. How many flyers you got, Ripley?
2.
You've got 2? And they're both 1/1s?
Mm-hmm.
1 to ponder. Look at the top 3 cards and put them back in any order. You may shuffle your library, draw a card. 2, 3. I think I'm just gonna shuffle and then draw a card. Draw. Does anyone want to cut? You want to cut? Alright, draw a card. I'm gonna tap 1 to do some skullduggery. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1, and target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. So I'm gonna kill one of your flyers, and then I'm gonna swing a 2/3. He gets +1/+1, so it'll be a 3/4. I'm gonna swing a 3/4 and a 6/6 flying at you.
Me.
At you, yeah.
3, 4, and a 6, 6.
Yeah.
That's 9.
Yeah, 9. And then
I'm gonna
Sean.
block the 6, 6 when I thought it.
And then Sean, I will swing.
I take it to
How many? What's your biggest creature over there?
4/8 indestructible. That is 7/7.
Who's got the highest amount of cards in hand?
I have 4.
You have
4.
4. All right, Sean. I'm gonna swing 3/2 Dothy at you.
3.
So we all discard and draw 4 again. And they just go to me.
3, I take damage.
Yeah. And you take 3, so Sean takes 3.
Oh, well, we draw another 4.
And then you guys draw another 4. So everyone draws another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't land per turn this turn, so I'm going to play. I'm gonna play Sunken Hollow. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands, which I do. Then I will pass.
During your upkeep, you gotta put a flood counter on one of your lands.
I know. I'm not even done untapping.
I'm just reminding you.
Untap. Upkeep. Flood counter that.
It's okay, I still have 2 sources of black through mana rocks.
Mountain per turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tap this. 4, 6. For Galta. Primal Hunger, because he is X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures I control, which is. Oh, wait. Total power. That would be 3, 1, 4. Tap. Just the 2 green for it then. Because that's 7, 5. Yeah, that'd be easily over 10. So we'd just be 2 green.
So 12 for 12?
Yeah, but he gets discounted per creature's power.
You lose a life and I lose a life when that creature comes in the play.
No. And then for 2, can move a Dowsing Dagger onto him. Gets +2/+1, so he's a 14, 13. 3, for Giant Cindermaw, players can't gain life again.
Oh, you lose a life, I gain a life?
Mm-hmm. Commune with Dinosaurs. With the top 5 cards of your library, I can reveal a dinosaur or land card from among them and put it into my hand. Put the rest into the bottom of my library in any order. Double theme. Reveal Earthshaker Dreadmaw. as a dinosaur. Put the rest onto the bottom. That goes to my hand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can tap this, play the Earthshaker Dreadmaw, and draw a card for each dinosaur I control, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't be 7 because technically Jazeth is a businessman. That's what it is.
Wouldn't it be 7 from this guy?
Well, it would be 1, 2, not a dinosaur, so 3, no longer a dinosaur. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, dinosaur.
When he enters, he doesn't count himself.
Oh.
Yeah, I draw, but I have Thought Vessel out, so I have no max hand size. Cool. Flying for a double strike. 7, 7. 5, 5.
I will block the 4, 8 with Pillapala.
How big is Pillow Ball?
1, 1, but it's not trample, right?
Trample.
It is trample?
Yep.
Okay, so I block the 1 and then it deals 3 double strike.
7.
Okay, 7.
Correct?
Yep.
And then I will block the 7, 7. Is he trample?
Is he trampled? Nope, just his effect.
Okay, so I'll block him with Gale Waterdeep.
Then 5, 5.
I'll take the 5.
So that'll be 7, that'll be 12. Your turn.
On tap. Beginning my upkeep, I'm going to put a flood counter on this plains. And then I'm going to draw. Limit turn's going to be a swamp. I'm going to pay 1 of each. 2, 3. And then the commander tax. Play Sharon the Hegemon. When you enter play, I'm going to return Cathodian from the graveyard to the battlefield. I'm going to +1 this dude to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards unless I discard an artifact. I'm going to discard the Hovermere. We're going to -4 Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus. Target player loses X life and I gain X life where X is twice the number of artifacts I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Justin, you're gonna lose 14 life and I'm gonna not gain 14 life.
Oh yeah, because that card's out.
I have both of them out.
And I lost 2 life. And you lost 2 life. Sharon and Cathodian came into play. That's what I got for my turn. I'll pass. Don't forget to put a flood counter on another non-island.
Yep. I'll do it to this one. It's an island swamp, so technically
It's
I can...
an island. That thing can stay without a flood counter on it.
Alright, so I'll pull in here. Sean, do you have any flyers?
He has vigilance, so yes.
How about you, Ripley?
I have a 5/5 flying.
Alright, land per turn is going to be an island. Ripley, I'm going to swing a 6/6 flying and a 2/3 flying at you.
I'll block the 2/3 with my 5/5. Does the 2/3 have death touch or anything?
No.
I'll block the 2/3 with my 5/5.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take 6.
Yep.
Sean's gonna take 6.
I'm going to +1 Tasha, draw a card. Draw a card for each opponent, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery from that player's graveyard, put a page counter on it.
Oh,
But it doesn't matter because everything's under Dothby right
yeah,
now.
sorry.
I'm going to tap 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For Mind's Dilation, whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. And then I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Flood counter. Plane. Draw. Planes. What was up for flyers?
5/5 flying.
Alright, I'm flying.
3 red. And 2, because of 1 off. Burning Sun's Avatar. When it hits battlefield, it
1
deals.
damage to me and you.
And also, whenever you cast your spell, you exile the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, I can cast it for free. Yep, I can play it for free. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you tap a land for mana,
Harari's Wake.
whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool of any type that land produced.
Coop, I'm going to do, when Burning Sun's Avatar enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target opponent. That'll be you, Coop. And 3 damage to up to 1 creature. That'll be Douthie.
Hold on, what are you doing?
3 damage to you, 3 damage to Douthie.
As a response, I'm going to tap and sacrifice Dauthi. Choose and exile a card an opponent owns with a void counter on it. You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost. Sweet. So I sacrifice Dauthi, and I play Zakama, Primal Calamity. 9/9, Vigilance, Reach, Trample.
That's done too.
It's done too, because it was ciphered onto Dauthi.
It's technically an exile.
Yeah. But now Dauthy's not out, so you guys have graveyards
What the
again.
hell is that thing?
Sakama.
Zakama, 9/9, Vigilance, Reach, Trample. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, untap all lands you control.
Did you cast it? Yeah, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost.
You didn't cast
You
it.
didn't cast it.
Okay, so... Alright, and then the rest is just... activated abilities that I can't even
You
do.
lose a life when it comes into play.
Okay, so now what are you swinging at me with?
I'm not swinging. It's when he enters.
Oh.
3 direct to you, and then 3 to...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Charging Monster Monstrosor. Trample Haste. Coop, 14 Trample.
I can double block, right?
If you have
Triple
to.
block too if you needed to.
I have more if I have to.
I will block with the 9/9 and a 2/3 Death Touch, which will kill it. And it would deal, what, 1 damage to me?
Does it have first strike, what you're saying with?
Oh, so if it doesn't, I could just block with the Death Touch and kill it,
Yeah,
right?
It just has Trample.
So I could block with the Death Touch and it would kill it before the trample goes through?
Well,
Yeah.
the trample would still go through.
Would it?
Yep.
Okay, so I have to block it with both of them?
Mm-hmm.
So I block with the 9/9 and that, and then I take 1 damage, but that dies.
Yeah.
Both of yours do too.
Yeah, well that's Sean's anyways.
Oh, you have a graveyard again.
Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, transform. You technically deal double 1. So transform. We'll pass for now.
Untap. Upkeep. I'm going to put a flood counter on this swamp. And draw. 11 turns of planes. We're going to pay 1 to the Thopter Foundry to sacrifice the Cathodian. To put a 1/1 Thopter token into play. I lose a life and Sean loses a life. That adds 3 to my mana pool. I'm going to pay 1 to return it to the battlefield equipped to the Nim Death Mantle.
You're gonna do that. I'm gonna tap, add 3 white into Ferris protection.
Okay. The first one still goes through, yeah?
Although you can now infinitely do that because none of my creatures are here.
Oh, and I can gain life off of it. Alright, so 1 to sack it. 1 to bring it back. And I gain a life.
How do you gain life from it now?
I get that. I'll sacrifice a non-token artifact, put a 1/1 blue token creature.
Yeah, but that
fire.
creature-
I'm completely phased out.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to cost 2 each time. Doing that 2. We'll go to a third. Doing that 2. We'll get it to a fourth. Doing this 2, we'll get it to a fifth. I'm going to +1 Tezzeret to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards unless I discard an artifact. Oh yeah. Island and an island. Moving into combat. What do you have for blockers, Justin?
2 3/3s.
What colors are they?
Black.
Got any flyers?
Nope. Nope, not currently.
I'll pass my turn.
Oh, thought counter.
Yep. Alright. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Oh, so I actually have 2 4/4s. And whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool of any type that land produced. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Land per turn is going to be a swamp. I will +1 Tasha. Draw a card. Is there anything in the graveyards?
2 lands.
Spell wise?
Any instants or sorceries.
No. Artifacts or creatures.
Okay. Alright, so now, because of Mirari's Wake, whenever you tap a land for mana,
You get double.
you got flyers, Ripley?
Yes, I have
And
5/1
Sean's
ones
phased
and a
out.
5/5.
Yes, I am.
I have a 5/5 on the ground, 5/1 ones in the air, and a 5/5 in the air. A 0 to
Alright.
The best part, it says my
gonna-
life total can't change.
Alright, I'm gonna tap. Because each land I tap, whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool of any type that land produced. So I tap for 2, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. With 1 floating. For Silent Blade Oni. Wow.
No, I'm just straight playing them.
Just straight playing them because I can't fucking swing my flyer at anyone right now. Pass.
You pass. This goes to exile. I pop back in. Untap. Upkeep. Flood. Mountain. Draw. 3, needing the red. Poetic Ingenuity. Whenever 1 or more dinosaurs you control attack, create that many treasure tokens.
I get to. You have to exile the top card. If it's a non-land, I can play it. It's a 2/2 Vigilance. I get another demon. Actually, I should have had 2 more. I should have had 1 more because I did that to you last turn too. So technically, I should have 4 of them.
What do you have for flyers?
I've got a 7/7.
A 7/7. So I'll swing at you with the 4/8 in the air.
It's a 4/8 double strike.
Double strike. Yep.
So I block it with the 7/7 and take 1 damage.
7/7.
Yeah, well, if I own it, I die.
And what's your biggest on the ground?
7/6, and then I've got 4 4/4s.
swing at you with a 7/7, a 6/6, and a 5/5.
I'll block the 7/7, the 6/6, and the 5/5 with 3 of these guys. And then
Trample haste on the 5/5, trample haste on the 6/6.
Okay, so that's
Three
2.
damage.
So that kills me. Because I already take 1 off of this guy.
Yeah, you create them and treasure tokens too, right?
Yeah, that is what, 3 overall dinosaurs attacking?
Alright.
Yeah, so I get 3 treasures. The poison counter will be
Oh, this is yours too.
My
This is yours
treasures.
as well.
tap this for 6 for Carnage Tyrant.
That sounds like it does something when it comes into play.
Trample Hexproof can't be countered, 7/6. That is 6 out of the 10 I can use. This needs a white. Use the other 2 from Lamog for Territorial Hammer Skull. Your turn.
Untap. During my upkeep, I put a flood counter onto a swamp. And I draw. Limb turn's gonna be a swamp. I'm gonna tap 7. Play Spinavish Soft. I'm gonna. Is this guy indestructible? Yes. What's your the next biggest guy with
7/7's under here, a 5/5 and a 6/6.
anything with flying?
And this 7/6 has hexproof, so you can't even target him.
I'll get rid of the one that makes it so we can't gain life.
Which one?
Oh, there's 2 of them that make it we can't gain life.
Yeah. The Cindermaw and the Ferocidon. The Ferocidon is like impact tremors.
Oh, they do the same fucking thing.
Well, no, the Ferocidon has the added impact tremors.
Yeah.
The Cindermaw doesn't have that.
I think I want to get rid of the impact tremors like effect. I'm going to -6 Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. I get an emblem with whenever I tap an artifact. Whenever an artifact I control becomes tapped, I draw a card. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Unwinding Clock. That's 1, 2, 3 artifacts that got tapped. I'm going to draw 3 cards. I think the only thing I can do is swing out at you.
Okay.
Swing at you with a 5/5 black zombie that has Intimidate, so only black creatures can block it. 5/5, a 5/5 in the air, 5/1/1s. All of those are artifacts, so I'm going to draw 7 cards.
Well, I'll block your commander with Talpa for 8 double strike. The 1/1s I can block with a 2/3.
They have flying.
Oh, they have flying?
Yeah.
Damn. So that's 5.
Yeah.
5 flyers.
You're. And then they have a 5/5 on the ground.
I'll block with a 7/6.
The Cathodian will die. Shroom dies. I'm going to let Cathodian die as well first. So that's going to get 3 colorless mana. Pay 1 to return Shroom to the battlefield attached to the Nim Death Mantle, and the Cathodian will come back into play with it. I'm going to pass my turn and then untap all my artifacts during here. Untap.
Untap. Okay. Quicksilver this plains. Draw.
I'm going to Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. The first activated ability of an artifact I control that I activate each turn costs 2 less to activate. It's gonna reduce the Thopter Foundry cost by 1 for the first time I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna sacrifice the Cathodian, pay 1. I'm not gonna gain a life, but I will gain a token, so it'll be up to 6. Cathodian's gonna come back into play when I pay the 1. Equipped to the Nim Death Mantle. I'm gonna repeat that process. Pay 1 to sacrifice it, pay 1 to bring it back equipped, letting me an extra 1/1 Thopter, Flying Thopter.
You can do that. I'm gonna cast Decimate. There's an enchantment out, right?
I have no enchantments out unless these are enchantment creatures from the
Oh no,
tokens.
I have an enchantment. I'm gonna have to make the sacrifice on this. I'm gonna blow up your Nim Death Mantle for an artifact. Target creature will be Shroom. Land will be Seed of the Synod. And enchantment will be Poetic Unity. White and green. And then 2. Watley, Radiant Champion.
I just roll 1, 2, 3. I drew 3 cards from that.
How come?
From the Tezzeret. Whenever I tap an artifact, I draw a card.
So Watley, I will -1 to put her at 2. Target creature gets +X, where X is the number of creatures I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to give my trample 6/6 +10/10. So he's a 16/16. Let's swing 16 and 7.
23.
I'm gonna block you the 7/7 with a 1/1.
Okay. 5 that has trample.
I'm gonna block that with a 1/1.
So you take 4.
I'm actually gonna block that one with a 3/3. So I'm gonna take 2 and 16.
18 so far.
18.
5/5.
Trample?
Nope.
Block it with 0/2.
7/6 trample.
I'm gonna block it with a 1/1.
So you take 6 more, so 24.
4/3 trample.
I'll block it with a 1/1.
4/8 flying trample.
I'll block it with the other 2 1/1s.
I think he has enough to kill you.
Actually, I can attack with this and tap one of the 1/1s so you don't block with it.
If I take that guy, I block that guy with one of these. That guy got blocked with Cathodian.
Yes, but he
So I
has
take
trample.
2, so that's
2 plus 16 is 18.
Yeah.
18. Next. You're tapping one of these,
5.
you can't block anyway.
Yeah. That's 5. It's 4/8 double strike, so that would be 8.
Trample too?
So
Trample.
2 of those. Oh, that's got trample?
Yes.
That's good.
7/6 trample.
So that's gonna take.
6.
That's more than enough.
Yeah, I think he has more than enough, yeah. With all the trample he has, I think he has more. It's all the trample.
Yeah.
Okay, my sir.
I was gonna steal it next turn.
Oof.